Browsers come tap in. Browsers come tap in. Browsers come tap in, come tap in, come tap in. Bringing that substance straight to the public, no capping, no bluffing. Now run it up, buddy. Browsers come tap in. Come tap in, come tap in. Come tap in.
Rolling. So shoot, jump right in. We're gonna go to a little situation that's going on with Trump threatening Iran, threatening to bomb them if they don't sign this nuclear deal. And I was thinking about it, wondering what the deal was going on with that. And then I was reading up a little bit. It was saying that we had already had a nuclear deal, some kind of joint thing going on with Iran back in the day, like I think it's when he was on his first term or something like that, or when he came in on the first term, and Trump terminated it. So I was like, he terminated it, now he wants to sign them back up again. So I went online and looked around a little bit and found some information. And back in May of 2018 is when he terminated the United States from participating in something that was called Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. And before we jump into the video to respond, I want to just pull that up real quick and just read a little bit off of there to kind of get everybody up to speed on what's happening. All right. So this quote right here was Trump. The Iran deal, this was back in May of 2018. The Iran deal was one of the worst and most one-sided transaction the United States has ever entered into. Protecting America from a bad deal, President Donald J. Trump is terminating the United States participation in the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, abbreviated JCPOA, with Iran and reimposing sanctions lifted under the deal. President Trump is terminating the United States participation in the JCPOA as it failed to protect America's national security interests. The JCPOA enriched the Iranian regime and enabled the malign behavior, while at best delaying its ability to pursue nuclear weapons and allow it to pursue nuclear research and development. Somebody was about to say something?
Nope.
All right. The president has directed the administration to immediately begin the process of reimposing sanctions related to the JCPOA. The reimposed sanctions will target critical sectors of Iran's economy, such as its energy, petrochemical, and financial sectors. Those doing business in Iran will be provided a period of time to allow them to wind down the operations. So basically, it looks like something that went down and it wasn't working out in our favor. So Trump decided to get rid of it. And now he's coming back to reconnect on that. And Iran is kind of like not feeling it.
Yeah, there's something. There's a plot behind this. There's something going on that of course, we probably won't find out what it is, but yeah, he's going back into it for a reason. What that reason is, I don't know.
Okay,
he's definitely, man. He's a man of deals, so it ain't gonna be no deal if it ain't gonna work out for America.
Right.
That's one thing I will give him. He gonna make sure that we ain't got no deal, so we just gonna go ahead and see what you stand on. And I don't know if that's a good idea, especially with everything else that's going on right now with China and what I'm saying, getting the Panama Canal back, and Canada. What I'm saying? I guess the new prime minister over there trying to stand ground a little bit too with the tariffs. He gonna fold eventually, but still, Trump, boy, he multitasking for real.
Yeah, something bound to happen. Something gotta happen. I mean,
Let's begin here, though. Breaking overnight, Iran's supreme leader issuing a new warning to the United States after President Trump threatened to bomb Tehran. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei warning that America will receive a strong blow if it acts on President Trump's threat over negotiations on a new nuclear deal. News Nation's Tom Dempsey has the latest from Washington. Tom, good morning to you. We're starting to really get a clearer picture here of the president's plans to turn back the clock on Iran's nuclear program.
That's right. Good morning, Mark. Some big comments coming from President Donald Trump, who says that if Iran does not make a deal to rein in its nuclear program, the United States may resort to bombing the country. He made these comments during a recent interview with NBC News. Obviously, a lot of attention on this, with President Trump putting it bluntly, quote, if they don't make a deal, there will be bombing, and it will be bombing the likes of which they have never seen before. But Iran's own president says the country has no plans to directly negotiate with the United States, writing, quote, we don't avoid talks. It's the breach of promises that has been caused issues for us so far. They must.
Are they making nuclear weapons over there now?
That's what it sounds like. Are they attempting to?
Yeah, that's that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because nothing has really been clearly said other than they just trying to come up with a nuclear deal. I'm just assuming right now because like I said, we don't know for sure because they ain't really said clearly. But yeah, if these people over there building nuclear bombs or working on it, man, why is we negotiating anyway? Now go ahead and I ain't gonna say that because there are innocent people over there. But we might need to be bombing. And what's types of which they've never seen before.
Yeah,
real. Because I don't think that is a country that should be having no type of nuclear weapons at all.
And what's confusing me is they just got through saying that Iran is hesitant about doing it because it sounds like we didn't keep our promise on behalf of something that went down. And what I just got through reading up on the that joint comprehensive plan, Trump terminated it because of it being the other way around. So it seemed like both sides are saying that somebody didn't keep their word on something.
Man, I don't trust none of them people got to say. I'm sorry, but I you know what I'm saying, based off just like how some people talk about the black community, which you know what I'm saying, the stereotype fits. Stereotype fits them. Nah. I ain't doing no negotiating with you. Matter of fact, there should be some type of treaty where these people can't make nuclear bombs. These must do enough with AK-47s, man.
Yeah, they Iran, man, they different.
Yeah, nah, bro.
That's I ain't want to be you know what I'm saying, in no situation with them for real.
Not with that type of power, you know what I'm saying? Because they think if they blow themselves up, they get a prize.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, ain't no. I mean, even when you defeat them, ain't no defeating them because you know what I'm saying. They willing to go to die about it regardless.
Well, exactly. That's like killing zombies.
Ain't no defeat. You know, even yeah, that's a war that never gonna end.
Yeah, and they already talking about being hesitant because we didn't keep outside. You know, telling what the plan is now.
Nah, man, nah. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't think we need to be fighting people that don't mind sacrificing themselves. Nah, that's why we letting, there should be no conversations, there should be no deal. The deal is you ain't making nothing over there. I mean, it sounds, you know what I'm saying, it sounds cruel, like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm just looking down on them, but I'm not looking down on them as a people. I'm just saying some people don't deserve, you know, a gun license, right? You know what I'm saying? Some people don't deserve a gun license. This is a different type of gun license for them. This is a big gun.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what it looks like Trump is saying too. If they don't make a deal, Trump said about Iran, there will be bombing. If they don't make the deal, he said it's going to be some bombing. There will be bombing.
No, they need to be already bombed. Shoot, yeah, y'all don't do it on signal, but go ahead and send them coordinates out, man. Shoot, nah,
yeah, that's rough.
Prove that they can build trust, but President Trump made it clear over the weekend he will not back down.
and we're going to either have to talk and talk it out, or very bad things are going to happen to Iran.
I would prefer a deal to the other alternative, which I think everybody in this plane knows what that is. And that's not going to be pretty.
During his first term, President Trump pulled the United States out of a deal with Iran that put strict limits on Iran's nuclear program in exchange for sanctions relief. But concerns have grown about Iran developing a nuclear weapon. President Trump sent a letter to Iran's supreme leader pushing for a deal after the UN's nuclear watchdog group, the International Atomic Energy Agency, reported earlier this year that Iran has accelerated its production of near weapons-grade uranium. Now, Iran insists that its program is for peaceful purposes, but really adding a lot onto the tension right now, Marky, is recent United States strikes against Houthi targets, with the United States accusing Iran of providing money and weapons to the terrorist group.
Yeah.
Marky?
What's peaceful? What's peaceful about that?
That's exactly what I'm about to
How
say.
can that be?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah. How can that even be a conversation about peace? Like you ain't looking for no, you know what I'm saying? No bombs or nothing for no peace. That don't make sense. And we already know what y'all about.
Exactly. What they're about. Their peace is you resting in peace.
Yeah.
Nah, man. No, man. I mean, nah. I mean, you also got to look at it from a partnership standpoint as well, because if you create a partnership with them, and with them doing nuclear programming over there, with the programs making nuclear weapons, that also gives us an extra backing if we was to go war with someone else. But I don't trust them. No deal. Forget that deal. And the way, as strong as they feel, man, just get the bombing, bro. I know that's hard to say, because then that's going to create, lives being lost, and that's a tough decision. That's why, that's why everybody can't be president, because boy, it'd be me. Like, nah, man, we're not having no deal. Like, first of all, like I'm whatever United Nations, NATO, whoever we got to talk to, like to come to some type of regulations on this, but man, no. Nah, I mean,
but Trump is calling for the deal, though. He's calling to reinstate a deal.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying it's like this is gonna be one of the things I'm not agreeing with on Trump with this one. You know what I'm saying? That you my boy. You know what I'm saying? You my boy, but nah, dog. Sometimes you got to tell your boy, nah, dog.
Yeah, the part I don't agree about is
I just don't understand
terminating it in 2018.
But that's what I'm telling you. That's what I was saying earlier. There's something else behind it. It's more than just them talking about making nuclear weapons, bro. Trust me. There's some kind of hey, if y'all gonna make these things, then y'all got to partner with us. You don't want to partner. That's probably what's going on. You don't want to partner with us, then we're gonna drop the hammer on your head. You know what I'm saying? We're bringing the Thor action on
you. Yeah, Trump want it all, man.
As so though, because you got to look at it. Look at we got the strongest economy in the world, but all these other countries are eating off of us. While the average American is paying hellified taxes. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, we're funding a lot of these countries. Man, we need to get something. You know what I'm saying? The United States is out here looking like a thought, just getting passed around.
Yeah, but is this one of those situations where you pick and choose your poison, though? You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
like,
go ahead.
I'm saying, are we, you know what I'm saying, taxing enough, you know what I'm saying, countries that we can not even deal with them. Let's just not even deal with them. You know what I'm saying?
But that doesn't help the economy with us when we've already been funding all of these countries through tariffs. They tariff us like crazy, like the man's been saying all along, man. Mm-hmm. We out there, we getting, you know what I'm saying, no Vaseline, getting it. Nah, it's time to make America great again and start getting what is owed. We need to wipe out this deficit. And it's not going to get wiped out. Keep charging your people. Why are we sending money elsewhere? Nah. We need to. I need to see some recoupment. It's time to start recouping. We need some of that back. We know you can't give it all up at one time, but you can give up something.
That's why you said we should. That's why you said go ahead and get the bombing, because Iran ain't about to make no.
Exactly. That's what I said. You can't negotiate with them people. How do you negotiate with someone when they negotiate with their life?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what? Man, nah, man. Look, I then since we already know you about that life, let's go ahead and end that life. That's a terrible thing to say again, but that's the people you dealing with. What other kind of conversation could you have with someone that's willing to go to that length?
So what kind of retaliation can y'all see if we end up having to bomb them?
Them well, right now it's kind of tough now being the way that the border situation is going on, but like something them doing like they did in 9/11.
Yeah.
They was, and they got people here already, bro. Trust me.
Yeah.
They already here. And that's your retaliation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a chess game. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can just freely sit here on in front of this camera and be like, yeah, just bomb them. It ain't that simple. That's why I said it's a tough thing
That's
to
what
say.
I'm thinking too.
You know what I'm saying? It's easy for me to just sit here behind this mic and say that, but it's a chess game. You kind of he do got to talk to him, but at the same time, like being realistic, how do you negotiate with someone that's willing to go that far?
Yeah. Yeah. And they're not really feeling trying to negotiate. That's going to be tough.
They are not negotiating people. Their negotiation is gimme. You know what I'm saying? Gimme. Nah, we ain't giving you nothing. That's why he ain't trying to have no deal. But I guarantee they said, nah, we not partnering with you, and we still gonna make them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, use a hard head. No, you know what I'm saying? No, we can't put no kind of regulations on you. We can't put no type of control over you. Nah, bro. Yeah. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like you trying to let your 5-year-old just run the house.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah. And speaking of that clip did say they were in progress. They were moving forward on it. Yeah. They're already doing it.
Exactly.
They've been doing it.
Yeah. Dropping bombs on all the locations where you building at. Boop.
Yeah.
Be like that chef on them. Some sizzle some bombs. Sizzle some bombs over there.
Sprinkle.
Next location. Nah, man. Ain't no. Try to negotiate, Trump. Try. Do the best you can, bro. Best of luck. Yeah. That's all I can say. Brothers come tap in. Brothers come tap in. Bringing that substance straight to the public. No capping, no bluffing. Now run it up, buddy.